To those of you guys here in the States, happy Thanksgiving. To those of you not, it's okay. I still invite you guys to celebrate Thanks with us today by going over some of the different quality of life improvements that the Outlands server has given to us. If you guys all know, Ultima Online at its core is not exactly the most user-friendly. So today, I just kind of wanted to touch on some of the different quality of life improvements that we've been given and just say thanks. So guys, sit back, grab yourself a beer and a turkey leg, and let's talk about it. Alright, let's not waste any time with this and just jump straight in. Let's start off with the crafting queues. The crafting queues are a quick way to knock out societies or create sets of armor for your shelf. This has been a godsend for myself, being able to knock out 3 accounts of crafting societies at the same time in roughly an hour, restocking my shelf with more armors for my Amish monk build or to further stock my vendors. A+ here. Let's talk about the shelf. Dying for me used to be a time to log off due to the annoyance of restocking. Thanks to the shelf, it's a simple click and go button, as well as stocking unlimited amounts of restock resources. Resource stockpiles. As a harvester / crafter, this lets me see the resources I have at a quick glance versus having to individually click them. Also, if I have to do something over the stack limit, it allows it to go further, thus keeping what I struggle with, organization, much easier. The CAPTCHA / new CAPTCHA. Okay, so maybe the CAPTCHA isn't necessarily quality of life, but it does keep the economy in check greatly. So in that sense itself, it does help our quality of life, I guess you could say, but recently they have introduced a single area to type rather than the 3 for the CAPTCHA, and that to me is a huge quality of life update. Alright, let's talk about the different tomes. I remember having all my cores and extracts unstacked, filling up room in my bank or house at the time, and now, thanks to tomes, it counts as a single item. Same for team maps, harvest maps, ship upgrades are easily read rather than clicking each one. Even there's a mastery chain tome if you're that elite. Once again, this is just something else that helps an unorganized person such as myself be more organized. The repair bench. Do you guys remember dumping your armor into a chest, logging into another character, and repairing each item individually? Well, thank you, repair bench. With a simple double click, your armor and even your spell book is fully good to go. The item recycler. Unless your JSON skill and UO script writing, identifying and sorting through items sure was a pain. Not anymore thanks to the item recycler. Talk about a game changer. In terms of dropping items off at home and deciding whether to recycle for essence or keep to sell and use. This one, oh yeah baby. The distribution chest. Depending on how long you've played here on Outlands and been doing bosses or mini bosses, I remember my first boss run gathering around a pair of dice and rolling for picks in a chest. It was fun for the first couple hundred times, but definitely slowed things down and got annoying after a while. Now with this bad boy, we can simply toss everything in there and it randomly distributes everything to those players that you choose. The bank deposit box. Prior to this, I would just dump things into a chest, and then when either I needed gold or the chest itself was full, I'd spend 10 minutes filling my pack horse up with a single 60,000 stack of gold or doubloons and recalling back and forth to the bank. Now, whatever I farm is a simple drop into the chest that safely deposits my gold and doubloons directly into my bank. Abandoning societies. Ever click the wrong society or realize maybe it's just too difficult? Now you can abandon them and pick another. I've noticed this to be helpful if I choose a paragon of a dungeon I have also chosen a monster huntsman society from. Then during that 150,000 gold farm, I don't find a paragon. Fear not, because I can just abandon that paragon and pick another society if I choose to. Mastery chain experience starting at character creation, and then also being shared across the entire account. I used to hate having the discussions of what to get first. The main argument people had for chain experience was that you needed to gain that experience as soon as possible. Now the argument is gone and people can get the codex or aspect at a fraction of the cost of the mastery chain and the first link for such a small increase, due to the fact that they gain experience at character creation. Not only that, but they can also play multiple characters and gain experience across all characters on that same account. Alright, let's talk about in rooms. In a game where land isn't a resource, and for some people, house decoration is what they play the game for, or they just need more storage. The in rooms came in clutch when the amount of players far exceeded the amount of land available for housing. Wagons were going for millions of gold, but for 5,000 gold a week. You could have 2 secures and a guarded recall in area to call your own and decorate and store items. Here's a good one. Prevent criminal looting and prevent criminal healing. These guys are lifesavers, literally. Or maybe they're money losers, you decide. Well, if you're like me and you tend to grab loot from blue corpses, without these, then they are definitely save the day. These features do exactly what they say. They keep you from looting blue corpses or healing gray/red monsters and players. They're easily to toggle on and off by just typing them in. Let's talk about achievements. Now this one may not be a quality of life enhancement, but the addition of achievements and titles earned from them sure gives you something to strive for to continue farming that dungeon that you hate, or tame another low-level creature and raise it to level 10. For me, it makes me want to finish things like weapon codexes and summoner tomes, even if I have absolutely no intention of ever using summon creature after I max it. Guys, that is just, I don't know, I think it was 14 total quality of life improvements that the Outlands server has bestowed upon us that we could be thankful for. Make sure and comment below some of the different ones that I missed out, as this video would probably be 30 or 40 minutes long if I kept going with all the different ones. Whoever ends up commenting one, I will pick at random next Saturday night on stream, and we will give away 200,000 gold. So with that being said, guys, I also want to give a big thanks to Are You Kiddin' from the Path Guild, who frequents the streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And then also for tagging me during the discussion in the general chat of the Outlands Discord. As well as thank you to Black T, Derek, Trank for having the discussion in the first place, and also big shout out to Lutheus for coding all these things in. None of these would be possible. They would just be ideas if it wasn't for you. So thank you for all the different things that you do for this server, and Owen for managing such a awesome Ultima Online server. This is one hell of a shard that keeps me plugged in, probably more than it should. But in truth, it inspires myself and others to create content to not only just share our knowledge of the game, but then yet also to maybe get the word out to new people to come and play this awesome experience of a game. So yeah, thank you so much. With all those thank yous, it is only fitting that I dedicate this beer of the day to the Outlands staff. Last time I dedicated a beer to you guys, it was this same bear, this Eddie Line Brewly, the Stay on the Trail. So I'm gonna say the same thing I said last time. Stay on the trail and keep doing what you guys are doing, because this has been a great experience for not only me, but for obviously all of us. So, Skull. Pwnstarr gaming out.